Nothing's changed. That's Rollo.
Oh, God.
Hey guys, it is us Normies back to watch more of the Vikings, or is it Vikings? Vikings. This is season 6, season 6, episode 6. The last straw. The last straw.
Well, episode 16.
16. The last straw. There we go. The last straw.
The final straw.
The final straw. Hey man, I wonder what's about to happen right now. Well, what I think is about to happen is I think the boys are about to go back in town. The boys are back in town. Boys are back in town.
Yeah,
they're about to go back to Kattegat. They're about to take back their father's kingdom, as I would say. I don't know how that's going to turn out, but that's one of the plans.
It would be poetic for Ivar to end up on the throne of Kattegat, because I feel like that's what Ragnar wanted, right?
Yeah,
like,
I think Ragnar kind of
of all his sons, he wanted Ivar to.
I think he's always wanted one of his sons to be part of to be.
Or maybe
either
not.
charge Kattegat, maybe, I don't know.
Really wanted to be king. I don't know.
Bjorn was for a bit.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of simping back here for a Three Brothers reunion. I'm simping for it hard. I'm not gonna lie, that'd be dope. That'd be so dope.
You guys remember Sigurd?
Sigurd Snake in there?
Oh my God. Wait.
Yeah, Ivar killed Sigurd, dude, bro.
At like lunch.
Yeah, he was like pissed him off, right? And he was just like, bam.
He threw an axe at him. That was it.
I wonder if Ivar regrets that now.
God.
Not at all.
Man.
Not at all.
He
He probably doesn't even remember. He's like, oh shit, we did have another brother.
I killed him.
Alright, well.
Family issues with the Ragnar sons. Let me tell you, they go.
It has been some baby mama drama.
You know that would be a good like Jerry Springer like whole rendition. Ragnar sons and
Let's
then
just
Ragnar.
do a skit.
And then Lagatha and Outlaws will be there too.
You
know what I mean? It'll like Lagatha in one corner,
That would be funny.
Outlaw in one corner, all the sons, the wives. Yeah, bro. And Athelstan as Jerry Springer. Let's see how this shit goes. Could you just imagine the talks they would have?
Oh man.
Oh no, hey guys, let's get into this. Remember, this is not a market substitute for the actual Vikings the show. Please support the OG content on Amazon. The whole thing is on there. Check it out. Check her out if you know what I mean. Go watch it there, then come watch with us. If you want to check out our uncut, it is all on Patreon. All of it's uncut, us just being ourselves, being crazy, saying some not so polite things that YouTube is not okay with. You feels me? Check that out. If you can't do any of that, just comment, like, subscribe, man. There's a bell right there for notifications so you know when this thing goes off. It goes off, what, every Tuesday? Mm-hmm. Tuesdays. So there you go.
Monday.
What, Monday? My bad. Monday.
Yeah,
Happy
let
Mondays.
us know your thoughts in the comments about your interpretations about the episodes. 'Cause
Yes.
Sometimes, you know.
Skål! Let's do this.
Skål.
Indeed.
It was Vikings, not the Vikings. Is that the boys? Are they back?
It's gotta be.
You're supposed
Are
to
they in town?
blow
It's
that
gotta
horn
be.
a lot sooner than this.
Well, they're gonna be surprised by this development.
It's a real ship. There's only a single ship.
I don't know how they're gonna take Ivar coming back to Kattegat. I don't think they have any idea what happened with the Rus and how they're.
Yeah, that was just a.
Cause he did come in with the Rus
He
army.
was there.
This might be a mistake after all.
Yep. That's what I had. That's what I figured would happen.
Yeah, you were sacrificing villagers last time you were here, so.
Yeah. Maybe this wasn't the bestest of ideas. I probably must have looked like a fool last reaction, forgetting some things.
I did too until just now, honestly.
Yeah, he was a shit.
He was lighting people on fire.
More.
Take it to King Harald.
He was like, oh.
Oh, this is not gonna be good, dude. Ivar either.
Oh, yeah, because they thought he died too, because he got stabbed.
All hail to you, King Harald Finer. All hail.
My wife, Queen Ingrid.
I hope that you will give safe passage to the Rus sailors that brought us here.
Of course.
We didn't expect to find you here enthroned.
Never thought that my first visitors would be you two.
Gods work in mysterious ways.
What brought you back?
This is our home.
You were fighting with the Rus
To reclaim our home.
from your own brother.
Brothers fall out. They may even end up fighting on different sides. You know that too well, King Harald.
Oh, yeah, you call Halfdan.
Low blow. She's like,
What's he
"Wait, what?"
talking about?
Many of the townsfolk hate you. As long as you remain here, you will be in danger.
You can't tell me that the people of Kattegat don't still revere and worship our father. Surely they'll be willing to accept us as your supporters.
Your arrival may strengthen my position here. I think we should have a feast.
The sons of Ragnar have returned home to support the new regime.
Wouldn't you agree?
A little awkward.
Yeah. So why the fuck did they have to kill Asa for?
What are you doing?
It's not for me, it's for my wife. She's sick, she needs some water.
We have to share the water equally. We can't make exceptions.
What if she dies?
She's like,
There's
Yeah.
no other way.
Man, I hope nothing funny happens here, cuz no funny business at the table.
I would like to try some like traditional white Vikings food though.
Same here. Same here.
Just slabs of meat.
We have much to celebrate. 2 of Ragnar's sons have returned home.
That's a dope ass necklace.
They were free men. They could have chosen to go anywhere in our world where their fame would have guaranteed them a warm welcome. They returned to Kattegat. I can see that many of you are not in favor of their return.
But here's the thing.
I mean, Björn died because of them.
Yeah.
If you're betrayed, let me remind you that the gods always forgive each other. Well, not always. They couldn't forgive Loki's murder of Balder, Odin's son. But the exception proves the rule. They understand jealousy. They understand ambition. They understand how people who love each
He's
other can
great. He's
end
actor, by
up
the way.
challenging yourself. I did it myself. I killed my own brother. And I regret it every day.
Halfdan, we love you.
I have regrets the way he ruled here. He was young. The responsibility was too great.
I guess
He
I
forgot. And his brother Vitzek, he never meant to kill Lagertha. How could he ever mean to kill such a goddess?
He was just real high.
We should be overjoyed that they have decided to come here.
Oh, that wasn't a bad speech.
It wasn't.
Is it true? You're a god, like you told us?
Good question.
Damn. Did he just win them over?
Well, that worked.
He's not gonna forget that guy's face though.
So like when I was reading like about the sagas about Ragnar Lothbrok's sons, some people just said that they were a son of him just to have that name.
Oh,
'Cause
sure,
it was just
yeah.
like,
Oh,
oh,
yeah,
I'm a
sure.
son of Ragnar.
This has nothing to do with the truth. You're all used to having power and influence, but there can only be one king here. And in times of peace, and if the Rus do not intend to attack us again, what will you all do?
Yeah, what the fuck are y'all gonna do?
You are easily. What is left for you to do, except to fall out and quarrel?
She's speaking some truth, bro.
Yeah.
You just told the truth, dude. This is
Yeah.
great. I love it. You just like calling it out for what it is.
I give them about a week before they start bickering over something.
I knew it.
Yes, Ivan.
They really loved Ragnar. Man, that's fucking dope.
What is it now, huh? I don't know what to do.
What do you mean?
I don't think my destiny, or yours, lies here. But then on the other hand, I have no idea where I'm supposed to go.
Go travel Uba.
Lost at sea, with no land in sight.
That's Uber right now.
No purpose, no meaning to my voyage.
That's literally
Zero
Uber right now.
reason.
I've been lost for so long. I wouldn't recognize the alternative.
Damn.
As we go to this part.
Tell me, Otea, what are your earliest memories?
I don't remember anything about my early life. I hated everything about my childhood.
Be you a Viking? That's what you told us.
I told you so that you would be happy.
What the fuck are you?
Know me. Face me.
I am growing tired of your games and your refusal to be honest.
Don't tell me that you're beginning to lose your faith, Uber.
Uba still believes?
Yeah, faith in my gods is different than faith in you, buddy.
God. These boat rides in real life must have been just
Terrific.
yeah, crammed like sardines on a boat.
His mother told me he'd been drinking seawater.
May I give him this?
This man broke somebody's manual. I think he good.
This is where Ragnar grieved for Gita.
I've been away, O Ancient One.
Oh, I have watched you. Though blind, do you imagine that I don't see?
And he killed him, right? I remember I think he killed him.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure I should have returned. Harald is suspicious that I've come to overthrow him. Perhaps I should.
How would you though? Like who's? Well, I guess he did get
Poor
this.
Ifa. Think of your father, sat here, dreaming his dreams of places beyond all this.
Yeah, this was Ragnar's spot, one of his.
But I saw in your pocket a possible answer to your question.
Ah, wow, that was so long ago. He's gonna go to Wessex? Damn, he had that all this time.
Seriously, I was just saying the same thing.
I like that call. That
If it was
nice.
in his pocket, then he like deliberately carries that every day.
Yeah.
My dear brother, how the gods must have raised their brimming horns to salute Björn Ironside.
Oh damn, he's about to pay respect to his road man.
I was a drunk, abandoned Uber, killed Lagatha.
Sheesh, when you start listing it off.
There's never had any children. I follow Eivor around like a shadow. I don't even know why. The gods must despise me. But you must know all about this by now, Björn. Which is why a kind word from you would only lacerate my soul.
Do not think so unkindly of the gods.
Were you?
My name is Ethan, and I know all about you. I will spend tonight with you.
She's gonna give you a kid.
Is he hot again?
Did that shit work that easily over there, bro? Like, what the fuck?
He is the son of Ragnar. And she did just hear him say, I never married. She's like, well.
Yeah, that's what I always imagined ruling was my destiny. I wanted to be king of all Norway. I even challenged Björn Ironside for that title.
This is good for them to like kind of get their shit
She
across.
did it to me. I'm not sure I ever really wanted it after all.
Well, the grass is always greener, I guess.
Being king brings so little pleasure, so little.
You were king before this too. You've literally been king like your whole life of something. This shouldn't be like a new revelation. Man, you know those funeral caskets where they can like turn you into a coral reef?
Yeah.
I thought I could reinvent myself and be the person that I once was. I wanted to do anything to claim a throne, but sitting on that throne means nothing.
He's a conqueror, not a ruler.
Yeah.
There's an illusion of power that induces inside you kind of madness. Isn't it true, Iva? Admit it.
Yes. Yes,
Will you shut up?
that's true.
This whole Iceland and Greenland thing, this whole it's just been a whole just giant
Please
depressing-
find Vinland. Find the Americas.
I'm not sure I like what I've returned to. I don't really want to rule Kattegat. I think ruling Kattegat will be boring. And in the meantime, I'm married to a witch, and the woman that I love truly is dead. And that may be my fault too.
Let's not talk about love.
Oh yeah, for real.
But at least you have brothers to talk to. I have no one. I'm always alone.
Damn, bro, that's deep from Harald.
Your brother Afton is here. He's listening to us right now. So is my father. Everyone is around us.
I'm loving these scenes, man.
Afton is gone. It's a long time ago now. I killed him, of course. Do you think he would come to visit me?
Well,
I hope the gods forgive me, but I don't think it's possible.
Man, this is some good scenes between these guys. I never would have seen this shit. They're like busting out their feelings. Like, men they're just like...
his tattoos are as faded as his legacy.
Savage.
Is she a witch?
Ice
He's like, I don't know who you are, but
What's going on, man?
Damn, she's strong.
damn. What?
Did she just crush a fucking apple?
No, you. God is blessed with eternal youth. Odin must have sent you to me.
How high are you? What did you eat?
I am not acting under orders. I watched you all your life, and so I decided to appear to you.
Will you stay with me?
Only till the dawn.
Man, what is he on? And,
Shrooms.
and what is she? Is she real? Is she lying to him?
So weep no more, sweet princess.
It could just be like
She
a
might
vision.
be a
Maybe
vision.
he's.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you remember that one guy that used to like travel around?
Yeah.
I'm sure a lot of people did that back in the day too, because like their philosophy is like the gods are human, so there's probably people walking around like, yep, I'm here for the weekend.
People think that you are not a threat, but I know differently. Out of all of my sons, it was you I wanted to bring here.
I wonder what Ragnar would think about everything that's gone down.
What is in here is a gift.
God damn it, I miss Travis Fimmel.
Yeah.
You must make them pay for it. Use your anger intelligently. That one day the whole world will know and fear. I have other upon us. Be ruthless.
Wessex.
Man, what's about to happen, man?
I think that's the spot where he killed.
I was wondering, yeah, it was raining like this when he killed her.
Yep.
Man, I just want to say this: the whole team did a good job with their acting chops this last couple episodes. Man, they're just like,
Yeah, everybody's brought it pretty good.
oh man, I hope.
They've
This
just
is just
They've
like,
just been. They're not even sailing anywhere. They're just stuck.
let's die here.
What? What?
Where has he
Man's been
been?
to India? A new religion has entered the chat. Damn, I wish we had a translation.
I know, bro. Shit's sick. I want to hear some like Viking rock music, bro. Like straight up, he's sick. What is he gonna do? Is it not recording?
So was like Harald kind of offering the kingship to him?
Yeah.
Nothing's changed. That's Rollo.
Oh God.
Now you're drunk and wet. In leather. Oh, wow. That's a no-no. Damn. You can see how much their ideals have fallen apart. Man's giving up his band for whatever he's buying. That was good.
He's like, I'm out of here. I don't want to be king of this shit either.
Queen Ingrid told us that in time of peace we would have no choice but to fall out with each other. Unless there's still something left for us to do together.
Nuh-uh. What?
He's gonna try to get everybody to conquer Wessex. He's sick and tired of.
He won't be.
He can't die!
Of course he can die.
No!
You're not a god.
We should never have let Kattegat!
Yeah, you were kind of running things well.
Unless we continue raiding, we will soon lose everything we have gained so far.
Is this their downfall? I feel like this is their downfall.
Foothold in York, but Wessex remains the last great kingdom of England. Its king.
Wessex was the only place they never really could take down.
I get it. You guys are bored, but fuck. Is it right? They're starting a war, right?
Yeah, they're about to start a
I mean,
fucking.
who knows if the settlements are still there.
Come with me and conquer King Alfred!
This
Come with me and conquer England and all of its riches!
Hey, if Ragnar and Floki and Rollo couldn't do it, bruh. That guy just joined in at the end. He's like, oh, what are we talking about?
He looks like.
But, I mean, Harold said he didn't want it, so.
I mean, I think he still wants the glory, bro. At the end of the fucking day, I don't know. This is what happens between them, bro. At the end of the day, as much as entertaining they have been to watch the Vikings, they just kill themselves off. It sucks.
They were just all about that battle.
They did their own
man.
undoing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the whole dying and having, like, you gotta die in battle. You gotta die honorably.
I wonder if aliens out there in space are watching this thinking the same thing.
Oh yeah. I mean, if they are watching, they're probably like, well, turn around. Let's just we'll find something better.
Yeah, or even for them, they might be watching it live because it takes longer for light to get to them. So
Yeah.
they're watching the past technically.
Yeah, probably.
Okay, my favorite part was Witzig's little redemption
Kinda
question
nice.
mark scene.
Nice.
Cleansing, I guess.
Cleansing, yeah. I think it was like a catharsis he needed. Hopefully he'll stay off drugs for this time. I don't know, but I feel like also he tried so many times, and then every time he like gets a whiff of something, he's like back there immediately.
Yeah.
And I know it's hard, but like.
But this time he actually met like a god.
Yeah, exactly.
So, yeah.
Hopefully this was final.
He did wake up in a different place than he started too. So
Maybe he was like dreaming.
or like it's like if she really was with him, you would think somebody would have at least seen them walking together through town. Like,
Yeah, maybe it was just a dream.
I mean, it's definitely metaphorical. I feel like, yeah. And then the next scene was really good. I did like this scene a lot between
Ivar and fucking
Harald and Ivar. Yeah.
It's like they all sat there and they were honest with each other. Like the honesty in the room was like permeating, motherfucker. Like they were just like just putting out their feelings. The one part that really, really got to me was when Harald, like, you know what? I know Harold's a shitty douchebag, but sometimes when you actually think about like him in general and like what he's going through, I mean, it's I know he's done a lot of shitty things, but the fact that he said, I have no one to speak to about this shit, I feel alone, that could fuck with somebody.
oh hell yeah!
You know what I mean? He doesn't. He really doesn't have anybody to be honest with. Everybody that's around him is literally there trying to take something from him, or they're iffy. And don't get me wrong, he made that for himself. You sleep the bed that you sow. You feel me?
Yeah. He causes his own alienation.
Yes, but you still do kind of feel like, damn. All right, okay, I feel that a little bit. It sucks. And then you have Ivar. He's had his brothers. You know what I mean? He's had someone to be like, hey, this is how I think. This is what's up. This is what's going on. And Ivar has had people that love him. Like, for example, Katja does really love him. And in fact, is having, like, that's a thing that is that humans need. And I just look at Harald, he doesn't have any of it.
Support system.
He really doesn't.
Yeah, so jealousy, anger, and all that shit it really does affect him, man. Like, I wonder how Harald would be if someone did love him for once.
Well, but like I feel like it's Harald's fault because he never tried to like have an actual. He's like too thirsty for a relationship with somebody who's already taken every time.
Oh, I agree with you.
It's like what you say. He's a conqueror. Like he always wants the thing that he doesn't have.
Yes.
Yep.
And then once he gets it, he's like,
I don't know if I want it anymore.
Yeah, right.
I want the next.
Or he's just like
first he was like with the most beautiful woman in Norway, and then now he's like with a witch because he's married to her, so now she's a witch.
Yeah, and that whole lesson about
immediate downgrade.
That whole lesson about being king of Kattegat, he's like, this isn't what I thought it would be. It's like, bro, you've been king for a very long time of something, you know? Like, you've had a kingship for a very long time. I feel like this was a revelation you might have had before.
So, for this episode to be called Final Straw, I'm not really sure what they meant by it.
I think it was Ivar seeing everything the way it was. That was his final straw. I think that's what they're coming to.
That was my favorite part. Just that little tidbit of the guy selling his bracelet, just because of how sacred that is.
Yeah,
and he's doing it within Kattegat, which is like it is a huge contrast to the beginning of the show because like you can see the ideals and everything has fallen apart. Yeah, and I feel like people like the religion is probably a lot more casual now. Like, they believe in the gods still, but I wonder if everybody's truly like ready to die for them, type shit. Because like if they're selling off their bracelets, like that shit is for the gods. And so like I do feel like their religion has become more casual amongst like the civilians at least.
Yeah, and I mean going back to this conversation, also I feel like we should connect the conversation that Ingrid had with like everybody, just straight up called them the fuck out. Like, what the fuck are you guys gonna do? Let's just be honest here, guys. Come on, let's just be honest. You're gonna be bored as fuck, and one of you guys are gonna fight each other. Let's just get this out of the way. It was hilarious, the whole conversation.
Yeah, I'm glad you said that.
Yeah, because then it led Ivar to what he did afterwards. Like, if she hadn't said that, he may not have been thinking that way when he was looking around.
Because he was probably going to come in and wanted to sneak behind it. Like, it was going to be the same shit over and over, the repetitive cycle. But it's like, you need a woman and an ex-slave that's literally dealt with all their bullshit to come out and tell the fucking truth.
Yeah.
It was great. It was great. I was like, fucking thank God. Like, a voice of reason.
They just need to be fighting someone at all times.
Yeah, so...
And I do wonder, like, that piece, the little chess piece, I wonder if he's always carried that around, or if that was just, like, in the moment kind of thing. I feel like he's been carrying that around, like, since then.
You would think.
He must have.
So, if I'm correct, Alfred, he was the sick king, right? That's Alfred. Okay, Alfred the sick king. If I remember correct, man, Alfred was being fucking legit and won, and, like, it took care of their shit. He was like, yo... So they're just being bitches in my personal...
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just... You know what? I'm just being honest, right?
They're causing a problem for no reason. Like,
Gotcha.
And Ragnar's like, oh, look at all your comfortable lives. Look at how good things are right now. Is this what we died for? It's like, yeah, bro. It's peacetime.
Right? We died for peace.
It's peacetime right now. Yes.
Everything is kind of like so good.
But if you think about it a little more, like, all the very fundamental religion of just, like human sacrifice and like dying in war to go to Valhalla, like all of that kind of like is in disagreement with peace and with prosperity. So it's like you need the struggle to actually be Viking. Yeah. Because once you reach a point where you don't have to conquer or you don't have to fight, it's like your whole existence like has no meaning, or you're like not a Viking anymore, you're somebody else.
Yeah, that's their catch-22. Yeah, you can't have peace with those ideals.
Yeah. Not
for very long. And then going to the this caught me off guard when he started singing Saregama.
Yeah, so dude, he's been around the world, bro. You know what? The ancient world is dope as fuck. I wish I could like. I mean, I don't know, go back in time, be like some kind of like big brown, I don't know, conqueror or some shit, man. I'd go visit the Vikings and shit, try to trade with these, you know what I mean? That'd be so fucking dope, dude. You know, like be on the Silk Road and shit. You know, meet up with some Vikings and meet up with some fucking Mongols and some Rus and be like, what's up?
Yeah, it must have been a crazy experience. Because, like, there's no, you know, like, you only meet other people from other cultures when you meet them. Like, there's no, like, you know, places to go learn about them. So when they did meet them on the Silk Road, it must have been crazy to see a completely different culture, people that look completely different.
Yeah, and I don't think they were like very like hateful towards different cultures. I mean, they were just like, ours is better, obviously. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think any of that shit was like, I don't know, prevalent as crazy. They had slaves. I think they deduced a certain sector of humans as slaves and kept them as slaves. And you know what I mean? But for the most part, I feel like, you know, it must have been a trip to see a white guy that's big as fucking shit, and then see some brown dude like offering up some different types of like, you know, like turmeric, all these different, you know, all these different things on the Silk Road. It must have been a fucking crazy experience, like the human interaction back then.
If I could travel in time, I would also want to change gender, because
I'm
definitely not go to the past the way I am right now.
Yeah, you know, but like, you know, again, I'm not, like I said, I'm not a huge history buff. I'm just taking everything from all this right here, but I just feel like it was a hoot. It must have been a hoot. Like, you know, smoke some weed from like the Chinese or some shit for the first time.
It must have been.
Try some mushrooms as a brown dude.
It must have been a
Vikings.
crazy experience.
So like, bro, I want more of your shrooms, man. We're like, I need some more of your turmeric.
It's just a big like melting pot of everything that existed at that time.
Yeah. Oh, it's dope. It's dope. And now these assholes want to fucking start a war, man. God damn it. Shit.
They really like it. Really, just does come down to boredom. Like that really that was the downfall of the Vikings.
You know. I don't know where we're at right now in the world, but you know, I feel like there is we have proxy wars, obviously, and I feel like, you know, mutually assured destruction has kept each other at bay. Only if they had that back then, man.
Except global warming.
Oh yeah, that's the war that we should all fight together.
Yeah. Recycles.
Recycling's in
Hey, everybody out there, you know, public service announcement, man. Hey, Amazon, I know you guys order a lot of Amazon stuff right there. You can, you know, definitely look into the packages. You can recycle those bad boys, so get on that shit, y'all.
Yeah. What else? That was kind of the main storylines, is the boat, Vitzerk, and...
Man, the boat, ugh. I don't know what's gonna happen, but something needs to happen. Like if there's another episode of misery and more dead bodies getting just tossed in the water,
it's Iceland all over again.
It is.
It's Floki in Iceland.
I love watching you guys deal with that. I think I have more comedy watching you guys react to that shit.
Because it's just like Asa died for like no reason.
I shouldn't be laughing, but it's so true.
And now the baby too.
The baby's about to die also, bro. It's fucked up.
Baby Ragnar.
Baby Ragnar. Yeah.
I mean, but I get it. They want to like really dig in how miserable this was. But I think that at this point we get it. And we need to move on.
Right, yeah.
Like, and that was the whole thing with Iceland. Like, at some point, okay, we get it.
Yeah.
Can we move on?
Yeah. It's just funny to me, like, when Vikings do agree to go on this kind of trip to find new land, it's like, everybody should agree as to what they're getting into. Because, people flip-flop so hard. When they landed in Greenland, they're like, this isn't what you described. And it's just, and then on the boat, like, with the white, like, it's just people should have a better sense of what they're getting into. It's just it seems like people flip flop as soon as they're like the slightest thing happens that they didn't like about the trip. It's like, oh, this isn't how I thought it was gonna be. It's like, what did you think? We're going to an unknown, uncharted place. Like anything could happen.
So I have a question actually about the whole situation with Shuttle. So they literally waited until we were almost starved to attack Shuttle to get them some whale meat, right?
Yeah.
So there was enough time for them to actually prepare.
Yeah.
Like, if they actually wanted to attack, like, kill him if possible, but they couldn't, get some of that fish meat and get on the ship. But, like, I wouldn't get on the ship if the plan fell through. Like, clearly they failed at, like, killing Shuttle. They killed his son. But, like, they didn't take any of the food. And then it's just like all around to the boat with no water. Nothing.
I don't know why they even went to the ocean. Like they could have just
peel off a block of ice from the iceberg. You have water for weeks.
Or I mean they could have just went to a different part of the island and Shuttle might have chased them, but there were like 3 of them left at that point. Like he was the strongest guy left at that point. They could have just went further down the coast, recouped. And been like, okay, what do we do now?
I just feel like that.
They built so many farms.
There was no plan.
They built so many houses and farms. Like we saw that aerial shot. Like they built a whole community. Like they were there for a month or 2 at least, and they were like, well, fuck it, we gotta go abandon everything right now.
Right now.
It's I don't know.
Let's leave everything.
It seems like another instance of like they're making their own bed kind of situation, but it's hard to watch because it's like, can we like you said, can we move on?
Let's move on.
Let's see what happens. I'm ready for it. So, off to Wessex they go, y'all.
Yeah. That's gonna be exciting. That means we're gonna see Alfred again.
Yeah, he's gonna look so old.
It's kind of full circle now a little bit. You feel me?
It is.
Yeah.
It is. I see what they're doing now. Is like with the end of the show, like kind of not making it about Ragnar again, but he's like invoking his name. Like we never avenged Ragnar. Which they did though, like the great.
They killed Caleb.
The great heathen
They
army.
they blood eagled him, bro.
Yeah,
and then like that's actually one of the things in history that they consider because he did get blood. I mean, King Harald did exist. He did die. They don't know if he got blood eagled, but that's what the Vikings say they do. So they actually kind of like correlate that with what happened.
That's the most vicious method of.
If I'm correct, I'm sorry if I'm fucking wrong. I'm so goddamn sorry.
I mean,
He'd Anwar, non-history buff.
Facts, but I mean, especially about the Vikings, facts are heavily debated amongst like what's true, what's not true. Ragnar honestly may not have even been a real person. There's a lot of documents that.
Yeah, people claim that they were Ragnar, so they claimed that they were him, and then a lot of like cool things. So they think that Ragnar could have been a multiple of a lot of people.
Yeah, because Ragnar is like a culmination of a lot of.
Because there's like a Ragnar that killed a Jormungandr, and there's a Ragnar that like took over whatever. They just think he's the same person, and like I said earlier, the Ragnar sons, which is true, like Ivar and all them, they all exclaimed to be Ragnar's sons to get the.
And I'm sure that was a popular name back then to be named Ragnar.
James.
Ragnar.
All right, y'all. Well, on to Wessex. We will see you there.
Bye.
Peace.
Peace.
Thank you all so much for watching this week's episode of Vikings. We'd like to give a special shout out to our super patrons, Sakif, Clayton, Harry MacBan, Exploring Dylan, Aaron, Mr. Momus, and Joe Mags. Thanks again and have an awesome day.